everyone, it's Andy Zitzmann, founder of the GAMETIME Movement, where I'm on a mission to helping you and 1 million other people step up your game. In this short 3 to 5 minutes every day, I'm going to provide you with inspiration, motivation, and empowering information so that you can wake up, have a little pick-me-up, get fired up so that you step up on a daily basis. So get ready, because it's time, it's your time, it's game time. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Andy Zitzmann and welcome to today's show. Today, we're going to be talking about the comeback formula. That's right, making a comeback. And so, I've shared this over and over, and I need to share it again because, I was on a podcast, Paul Blaze, Doubt the Doubts, and I talked about this podcast a few episodes ago. And, Paul and I were having a conversation, and he's interviewing me, and he's talking about my past, and he's talking about, how I decided to get help, go into recovery, go into rehab, and come back from having a cocaine addiction that almost cost me my life, almost cost me my career, and what it really did cost me was myself. I lost myself. And he says, Andy, you've made this comeback. And so what's the formula? What's the formula for making a comeback? And so I'm going to get into that. But before I do, I want you to ask yourself, where are you right now? You don't have to be in a place necessarily where you're in rehab, where you're about to lose it all. It doesn't have to be that bad. But are you in a place where you need to make a comeback, or where you need to step up? Whether it's in your relationships, maybe it's in your work, maybe it's in your connection with yourself, maybe it's with your spirit, maybe it's with your health, maybe it's with your finances. Just think of one area where you need to make a comeback, an area where you used to focus really well, you were doing great, and for whatever reason, you got off the track, and you need to get back on that track. Well, I want to share this formula with you. So Paul and I were talking, and he summarized my points into a formula of the 3 R's for making a comeback. 3 R's. And those R's are this. 1, realize. Realize, get conscious, get aware that you actually have to make a comeback, that you have to do something. Number two is resolve. That's right, resolve. And with resolve, that means no matter what. Once you're aware, once you realize, resolve that no matter what, make that decision today, no matter what, you're going to make that comeback. No matter what, you're going to take that action. No matter what gets in the way, no matter what obstacles, knowing that it's going to be hard, knowing there'll be ups and downs, and that you must do it. You must do it. Resolve. And number 3, reboot. That's right. Just like your computer, our minds, our bodies, our hearts, our spirit, sometimes we just got to reboot them. We got to recharge. Reboot. Just reboot your system. Update that software that's going on inside of you. And the way to do that is we came up with an ABLE process. ABEL. All right, so I'm going to repeat this. Realize, resolve, and reboot. And the way to reboot, the way to recharge, the way to just reboot your system is number 1, ask for help. So ABLE, A, ask for help. 2 is B, be grateful. I'm telling you, gratitude will unlock places inside of you that you may have forgotten about. When you are grateful for what you have, it is really hard to be upset in the world, to be upset with yourself. E, evaluate. Evaluate all the possibilities of what could be if you were to take these actions, if you were to make this comeback. Evaluate all the positive possibilities. Evaluate your dream, your goals, your desires, whatever it may be that's true for you. Evaluate. And then L, launch. That's right. Launch your dream. Launch your action. Launch whatever comeback you have to do. In my case, I had to launch my comeback by going to rehab. Maybe you got to take a step back. Maybe you got to launch taking a step back. But ultimately, you're going to have to launch your dream. You're going to have to take action. So I'm going to repeat this again. First and foremost, the formula for making a comeback is realize, resolve, and then reboot. And you reboot through the ABLE process. A, ask for help. B, be grateful. E, evaluate. And L, launch. Yes, that's how you make a comeback. And Paul asked me another question. He said, what's the most important thing in making a comeback? And I said, the most important thing is to be consistent. That's right. Show up each and every day and just be consistent. And eventually, you just do the next right thing and the results will take care of themselves. And last but not least, he asked me one other question. And he said, what is the joy in making a comeback? And I'll tell you this, the joy in making a comeback were two things. That I truly learned to know myself. I got to know myself at a level I never knew before. And secondly, I realized I matter. That's right. I realized that I have an impact, that I do matter. So again, just think about where you're at. Do you need to make a comeback? And if you do, listen to this again. Hear it. Bring it into your heart. Realize you need to make a comeback. Resolve that no matter what, you're going to make that comeback. And 3, reboot. That's right. Reboot your system. Ask for help. Be grateful. Evaluate all the possibilities. And then launch that dream. Launch that action. And you, just like me, will know yourself at a level you never have before. You'll know that you have impact. And you can do all this by just remaining consistent. It's time. It's your time to make a comeback in what matters most to you. It's game time. Hey, thanks for tuning in today, and thanks for stepping up your game. Here's what you can do to spread the movement. Go to GAMETIMEMovement.com and be sure to share your game time moment of the day, your GMOTD, so that others will feel compelled to share their game time moments too. And if you haven't already, subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, and please be so kind to leave a rating and review so that we can reach 1 million people and encourage them to step up their game too. This is Andy Zitzmann reminding you it's your time, it's game time. Till next time.